Alright, we're live. For anybody who's just joining us, which is all of you, I'm being joined today by internet celebrity Wabachaw.
Hello.
It's going to be good times. So we're going to cast this game between these people, who are LRADIKAL, is our player from the Z's, against the Manskis, who is no one. Gold Platinum on Typhon Peaks, I think this map is.
So it's last season?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so far behind in this this thread that we're actually getting games from Season 2, let alone Season 3. Pretty soon we're going to have to start loading old versions of the game.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait until that's true.
Alright, well, I'm ready.
Okay, we're at 0-0. We're going to watch the whole thing on faster, no speed ups or speed downs because we get out of sync, no pausing. Are you ready?
Yep.
Alright, on 3, unpause. 1, 2, 3. Alright, here we go. So, anyway, ZvP on this map. Wabachaw, what do you have to say about this matchup?
It really sucks. In all honesty,
this game sucks.
This game sucks. No, really, this map is really rough. Just to get an early expansion out is Protoss, and it's so easy to get it out as Zerg. I mean,
it's a wide natural.
The natural's so big, so you usually have to do some sort of a.
So
you have to do a 3-gate expand.
How do you even try to do a forge fast expand? Because you have to, like, trying to build it in front of your wall, of your ramp, like this guy's doing. It's a huge area.
I think this is one of the maps that everyone agrees that you just can't. You can't do it because you would need. I mean, to reasonably cover from anything, not with that attitude, right? Well. To reasonably cover with anything, like from a Forge Fast Expand, you would probably need, I'd say 3 or 4 cannons.
Yeah, this is a huge area.
It's just really awkward, and it gives the Zerg player a lot of time to get into your base.
Well, this Protoss player is doing it, so...
Yeah, I could tell.
I'm excited.
I could see that.
He's even canceling probes.
There is the whole idea that if the Zerg player is gonna, hatch first, it's like, well... You can, especially if they hatch first and then make 2 drones afterwards,
Right, instead of the 2 lings that come out from the 14-14.
I mean, Radikal's going pool first, so this is already kind of...
Right, so the only reason this game is 34 minutes long is because these players are relatively new.
Yeah.
In other words, if we're going to critique LRADIKAL's play, it should be that he's already won, right? There's the fact that he took the game to a later stage means that when he scouts this Forge Fast Expand, he didn't respond as aggressively as he should because he canceled his Forge. I don't know if you noticed that. He's got a Forge just going down at 253. He had it building before and then canceled it, so
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. This is...
I'm actually kind of amazed that this game isn't over. I'm kind of curious as to how LRADIKAL screwed this up.
Yeah, this is a little weird. I mean, he's getting gas already. He's going to have speed soon.
Yeah, all he has to do is make Zerglings and rally them, and that should be... Well, I guess you might be able to... I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, you could, but I mean, still...
You're not going to be able to hold a Nexus with this.
Yeah, no, not at all. And, that cannon right there, the one that Mansky's just placed, won't even cover the Nexus.
No, not at all. And it's bad news.
I don't know, whenever I see a Zerg player get a later gas, he only has 2 on his gas, so I mean, I would assume that he's going roaches. That's a little bit more common.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, it's usually what the 2 on gas indicates.
Yeah, and 6 roaches early on could totally abuse this Nexus and completely stop it for a while.
I mean, so we're looking at this game and. We scouted this really questionable opening build by the Protoss player. And I'm thinking, the way that I would respond is to throw down a Roach Warren and try to punish him for this mistake,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be I guess Artosis is famous for doing things well, you've got an advantage, but it's a good idea to get even more of an advantage, and just sit back and macro up. And I'd be thinking, no way, man, this is the time to win the game for sure.
Well, yeah, the thing about that statement is I think people sometimes maybe take it a little too far. Playing passive is good sometimes, but just really bad other times.
Well, you have to have a good sense of timing. When do you transition from macroing up and getting that advantage to going and punishing people? I mean, I like the droning up that we've got going on here by LRADIKAL. He's making a lot of drones, and he's really harassing pretty well with these Zerglings. He should really have speed, though. I mean, this is a kind of egregious.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not going to go for like an early aggression and he's seeing this, he really should be taking a fast third.
Yeah,
like it should be down now.
Yeah, especially with this super delayed expansion.
Yeah,
he's also way oversaturated. Well, never mind, he just moved him, so he was way oversaturated at his main, but he's taking care of that now. And look at this fast third from the Protoss. That's badass.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good.
I really like this Protoss player. Like, he just doesn't care. You know, he's just like, I may have messed up my expansion, but
he's just balls out.
I'll just take another one. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't need gas.
Like he's got this forward pylon that he needs for supply.
Yeah, this is so cool. I love this game. All right.
But,
so mostly drones, which is that's fine. But once you get fully saturated at your second base, if you're gonna do like a 2-base timing against this Protoss, you need to like do it right. So after this last wave of drones, it's time, and he doesn't have a Roach Horn, so he
doesn't have Lair.
He doesn't have Lair. He doesn't have Roach Horn. He has no way to respond. Like he's just kind of stuck on Zerglings, which don't really do too well against SimCity Protoss. So.
No, not at all. Especially this SimCity. This is a tough SimCity
for just Lings. Yeah, I like the Overlord spread though. I mean, he's getting them out there, out and about, which is good. But I'd like to see him hold the watchtowers with Lings as well, and pretty much place a Zergling at this third base. I mean, it's sort of weird. I wouldn't assume that he would be taking it, but I like to know when he does.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's the thing right now. Like this Zerg player. With this opening, they have map control. They have total map control, and he's not using it.
Yeah. He's also getting 2 evolution chambers, which is good. I love the upgrades, but he's got a lot of gas setting on that he's not using because he still doesn't have a lair. So it's not like he's stockpiling it up for Mutalisks or whatever.
Yeah, and he still doesn't have a third either.
Yeah, so he's...
While this Protoss is already down.
Yeah. He's got, enough drones. He just needs to go to the next level. Like there needs to be another move here.
Definitely. Definitely needs to be that. I mean, I see this a lot when people go double ups and they'll go infester. But see, there's the Lair and a Roach Horn.
Okay, yeah, but it's like 9 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
that's late.
Exactly.
Like, there's the window of opportunity for punishing this Protoss has passed.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I ever do a push like this as Protoss, like right now, I would prefer to have +1. Knowing that the Zerg player is just going to have nothing but Lings.
Right, his timing is a little weird for this, because he has +1 almost finished. If he had chronoed it and waited another 10 seconds.
Oh, does he? Oh, yeah, I didn't look at that. And look at the wall here.
Yeah, it's intense. I wonder if he knows about the rocks. Another thing that should have been done, I think, probably by LRADIKAL is taken down the rocks.
The back door to the natural?
Yeah. Not necessarily to his, but to his opponent.
Yeah, that's what
just to be proactive about it, So his lair's done.
If you're gonna have early Lings out and you're on 2 bases, I mean, like you might as well be making an army. You might as well be using it.
LRADIKAL is also oversaturated at his main pretty badly. He should be moving those guys to the second. He's got like 40 drones at his main and only about 12. Well, I guess he got like 16, but still, he's got 54 drones at an unequal distribution. And he still has no idea this third is here, so...
Yeah. But you know what? If DTs came out, he would be safe right now.
Yeah, true enough. The thing is, I feel like probably LRADIKAL saw the goofed up opening by the Protoss and thought he was ahead. But if you're going to try to capitalize on that aheadness by sitting back and powering up, you need to make sure that they're not actually powering harder than you. And this is atrocious Zergling control.
Oh, you mean with the force fields?
Yeah, that was a weird decision to attack that. He needs to be breaking the rocks right now, for sure.
Exactly, yeah.
And I would also assume he's got the third if I see that wall up front.
Yeah, that's another safe assumption. But he also has this Overlord here that that could easily spot it. He has 2 actually.
You got to be really proactive with the scouting.
You should just have your Overlord sitting right over so you could see the minerals at least, so you could see if they're getting mined or workers.
Right, I agree.
And yeah.
So we got Roach Speed, we got a Spire, we got +1/+1 melee coming up. Got a third base. But he is definitely behind.
Everything.
Yeah.
He's got everything going now, though. I mean, he's a little behind at first. but he's got everything rolling for him now. I mean,
he's also got infestors.
He's got a Spire. Yeah, he's got a Spire. He's going to be able to use this gas he has stockpiled. It's worked out.
Yeah, it's just
it's not optimized. But
exactly.
It's worked
out. Like in order to go to the next level in the leagues or whatever, like to get out of gold, this build needs to be fine tuned pretty well so that you can get these things out at the appropriate timings. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He is hitting all the buttons correctly, all the numbers. Protoss air weapons level 1. That's badass. He's even chronoing it.
Is he?
Does he have any Stargates? No. But
he has
2.
Oh, he does. Oh, he has 2. Yeah. He has 2 at his third. Yeah.
And check out the 4th. This Protoss player is getting busy.
Ballsy.
Yeah.
This 4th is really, really hard
to hold.
To take.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on the state of the game, but other than that, it's really hard to take because it's so far. There's so many attack paths for the Zerg player to abuse.
For sure.
It's just
it's tough against Terran too.
Yeah. Oh, this map is. We're not even going to talk about Terran.
All right, so LRADIKAL sees the 4th base of this Overlord down on the bottom right, which means like if he's got the 4th, he's definitely got his 3rd. So I would be going, oh my god, I'm way behind right now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a bunch of infestors and mutalisks at the same time, which I'm not sure I'm in love with, but
hey, you could use them.
Yeah, that's true. I like to specialize though, like an insect.
Yeah. Yeah, the other thing about mutas is I don't know, this is just for every once in a while when I play Zerg, but if you go mutas, you really should be getting +1 air weapons, like ASAP.
For sure. And there it is right here, but yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Because it increases their effectiveness by much more than a regular upgrade due to the bouncing effect of their attack.
Yeah.
So here's this observer. It's going to spot the unit composition. Not sure why LRADIKAL's not punishing this 4th. Like, I would be looking to crush that. Fleet
maybe
beacon,
he's just
badass.
I mean, technically, with how the Zerg player, with how LRADIKAL is playing,
You know what LRADIKAL is? He's a Destiny fan.
He's kind of, almost getting to that spot, that spot where all the Zerg players want to be.
Look at this, look at this 4 infestor hit squad getting killed by this photon cannon. One goes down, full energy, and only decides to use a few infestors. Okay, they're the rest. And then they're away.
These cool green beach balls.
Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. Not the most effective infested Terran hit I've ever seen, but
that was an attempt, and that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about the effort.
Right. Better to be too active than not active enough. And look at this, not mining gas at his 3rd despite being gas starved. Really important to to concentrate on making sure you're mining gas from all your bases.
Isn't that how it goes for Zerg players? Like
they're always gas starved.
It's just your gas income.
Yep. So tons of energy on these queens too. And as he doesn't have them hotkeyed, I would really, when he watches this, which I'm sure he will, I would strongly encourage. Ooh, look at this sick Phoenix play, lifting up these full energy infestors. Yeah, but he's not following it up with any more fungals or any infested Terrans. So he's lost 4, I think, of his infestors and also all his mutalisks.
That is definitely a shame.
Super victory for the Protoss player there.
Yeah, if I ever get not to quote another game. Oh, is he attacking now?
Yeah, he's running right into this incredibly difficult to attack wall. This is nasty, man. This is an ugly fight. Like, this is just a bad engagement all around. I would not go in this way. I would go down to the 4th base, kill that, and then sweep around the backside where there's no wall. Like, he
is doing a little bit of.
Yeah, he's doing well because he's got a ton of dudes. But just like as far as picking your engagements go, this is not a good one. There's no reason to play into the Protoss player's hands here by attacking his most fortified position.
He's kind of coming out ahead here.
Oh, for sure. This attack is definitely working for him. It's just that it could have gone better. Like, he lost all of his Zerglings, and now there's DTs on the field, and he has no detection.
Nope.
So these are going to get chopped up. Does kill the fleet beacon before the mothership can be made.
That's good.
So, another thing to think about, like as far as game planning goes. Oh, I had something to say about this. Oh yeah, LRADIKAL. When you watch this, hotkey your queens, and you need to start using the base toggle hotkey. Like, if you watch my screen right now, I'm just going like toggling between the bases really, really quickly. It's because I have a hotkey on my mouse bound to switch town halls. You can bind it to any key that you want, any mouse button, and you can just go and do your injects really, really fast that way. It's much better for macro, and if you look at your money, you've got $1 bajillion million lying around, so that'll definitely help your play a lot.
Yeah, I actually do the same exact thing. I actually have it my hotkey switched to tilde though, the one right next to 1.
That works nicely because it's pretty close to all the hotkeys you need.
Yeah.
Like,
if there's one thing I could do when I play Zerg, it's I could inject like a boss.
Right. Yeah. I think everybody who doesn't play Zerg is really good at injecting. Like, because their other macro mechanics require you to hit the buttons a lot.
Yeah.
So look at these DTs. What a bunch of ballers slicing people up. But anyway, 4th is denied. That's always good. Still not mining gas from his 3rd base very effectively. I think that if you're a Zerg player, yeah, and you see yourself being a base, like on equal bases or a base behind, God forbid, to a Protoss, you just need to take like 2 or 3 bases right then. Make sure that you stay ahead in the economy game.
Yeah, that's really, really important.
Alright, so you're a Protoss player. Where does this guy need to go from here to take the game?
Well, let's see. Does he have a... Does he have a Colossus Den yet?
I don't see one. He's got a boatload of gateways and Templar tech.
He's got High Templars coming. He doesn't have Storm on the way, though. I don't know. I mean, he's kind of just wasting too much. You know, like he's going in the absolutely wrong direction with what he's seen. He should be getting Kolos out. He's seen a few Corruptors, possibly. I don't know if he's actually seen those yet.
But they killed all of his Phoenix.
Oh, they did. Okay, so he knows them. So that's okay. You know, if you see those and you think, oh, I'm not going to go Colossus because he already has Corruptors, that's fine. But then you really want to start emphasizing and focusing on Storm.
Mm-hmm.
As you need to. You need AoE late game. Like, you absolutely need it.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, versus Lings, Storm is kind of weird versus Roaches. A lot of people think say it's really strong. Other people think it's really weak because burrowed Roaches regenerate like through Storm.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't know how I personally feel about it. I think if you have the right composition, like Blink, Immortal, and Storm, which is like IST, which referred to on like the TL forums, that's really good versus Roaches. But I mean, you need to do something like that, regardless. He does have a lot of DTs though.
Yeah, he does. He killed the 4th base.
That amount of DTs, that's like the White Raw amount of DTs. That's you have detection and spine crawlers, and I'm just going to walk in your base and kill everything anyway.
Right. So yeah, LRADIKAL is down to 2 bases. His natural's getting close to being mined out. He really needs to take another 2, maybe 3 bases.
Did we miss some harass down his 3rd?
I
just saw him pull his probes.
Yeah, there were some infestors that spat some eggs down here and blew up some probes, but they got hunted down and killed by an observer. So
he definitely should have fungled if he threw some infested Terrans.
Yeah,
like you should have waited like the 40. I think it's 44 seconds for 25 energy. So, I mean, that makes it so much more effective.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of probes here. You can kill a bunch of them with a few well-placed fungals.
Yeah. Another thing that, like, this is what I do when I play Zerg. You know, sometimes my
hit coming in here.
Let's
watch this shit, man. Oh, and I swung on the voids. But this is
a tough unit comp
to fight, I think, with Void Ray Archon.
It is, yeah, because Archons don't do as well as people like to think versus Roaches.
Yeah. A few more fungals would have done well for him there if he had been able to get the Void Rays, but he's still going to do it, I think. He's infested Terrans.
They're going to kill everything. No, they'll take him out.
Pretty even trade.
If he's target firing. But he doesn't... Does he have a... Oh, now he has an observer. Oh, I was about to say.
Gonna lose some tech buildings here. Maybe these Void Rays if he flies them back over these infested Terrans, but he's focusing down.
That's what happens.
Nothing. Wow. He like split his damage evenly and didn't kill anything with those infested Terrans. Bummer. Meanwhile, the DTs are kicking all kinds of ass.
Yeah, I saw that.
Really needs to defend the Spore Crawler. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, he does have an Overseer, which is not hotkeyed. I always like to keep my Overseer or my Observers or whatever hotkeyed on something. Just like on out of the way hockey, so in a time of emergency like this I can find it. Because his 3rd base just got taken out by 5 DTs, which is bad news, because his natural is mined out.
He's got all these Lings in the top right, just kind of chilling, not doing anything. And these Lings should be working on the rocks now. I mean, they should have been earlier, but do something with them.
I mean, he's got a ton of money banked, so it's not like he's going to lose the game right away, but he needs income in order to keep up the pace.
Yeah. And 5 Lings don't do that good versus 5 DTs.
No, that's a losing fight, I think, because if I'm doing my math correctly, they do 55 damage per shot, and Zerglings have 35 health.
They're plus 2.
I think 55 is bigger than 35, but I'm not really. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you're discrediting Guardian Shield.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Plus the armor.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Some more harassment at the third for Protoss. Shot up a few probes, but didn't kill that many, I don't think.
Fungal, man. You got a fungal.
Mm-hmm.
This Protoss player is giving you all these opportunities to do this. Oh, see, you have these guys just sitting... Oh, no, you don't.
Not anymore. Alright, so taking a 4th and a 5th base for the Protoss. Just
and
retaking
he sees
the 3rd.
it.
Yeah, he sees the 5th. I mean, you can just run some Lings down there, man. Like, that's an easy kill.
Like those Lings up in the top right, across the map.
Ooh, the DT's surrounded and picked off. Only one left.
Oh.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright. Sticking with Roach Ling versus Void Ray Archon.
It's a little rough.
Yeah, I kind of want to see some... When you got a bunch of gas, I'd like to see, like, Infestors or Broodlords or something.
Yeah, Broodlords.
Like, he's got a Hive and a Greater Spire, so... He just needs to morph these dudes. He's got the money for it.
Actually, no. Sorry, Broodlords would probably be a bad choice right
against
now.
the Void Rays, for sure. But, like, kind of... I mean, Infestors would probably be all you need against this comp.
Yeah, that is kind of all you need versus comp. Just some really good fungals. You throw out some Infestant Terrans and Roaches, and you will win this.
Alright, I'm looking at the production tab right here, and I see 2 Overseers in addition to the couple he's already got. I'm thinking that LRADIKAL's been thrown off by the DT play. I think he's guessing there are more DTs on the field. Yeah, like way overcompensating. Like, you know, you can't... I mean, it's hard to know, right? Especially if you're inexperienced, like what the appropriate level of response is for a threat that you see. But like, I'm just telling you right now, man. If you need to have an Overseer with your army, and then apart from that, as long as you're quick with your Zergling reactions, you can take care of harass with just a Spore Crawler.
Yeah, and he's taking care of that 5th now from the Protoss player.
I'm thinking he also overcommitted to that though, like the whole army moved down there.
Yeah,
and
you only really need
gave up his position in the middle, and that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a big ass clash here. Only one Infestor on. There's 13 that just popped. But they're low on energy, so he needs to delay this engagement a little bit. Another Overseer getting morphed here, so yeah, he's way overcommitted.
I don't know, if I were LRADIKAL at this point, and I saw this army composition, and I saw the position of my army, you know, because he was in the bottom left, I would have tried to keep them down there, and then had my rally set above.
Oh, this is going to be sick. Good Fungals will absolutely win this engagement.
Yeah.
The Void Rays are nowhere to be found. Just need to keep these Zealots trapped there so they can't come up and fight the well, I guess he actually ran out of energy somehow. He should have had 1 fungal per Infestor. Maybe he used them all at once.
He had the one Infestor that could have chain fungaled was burrowed the entire engagement.
He had like 6 Infestors, and I only saw him do 1 round of fungals. Maybe he fungaled too rapidly and you know, just spent all that energy. So the Void Rays killed the 4th base, is what they were up to. So LRADIKAL only mining from 1 base right now. It's a good idea to keep a Zergling at every base, like this bottom base here, because you could just run 6 Lings down there and really prevent mining for a long time.
I mean, I like the idea here that RADIKAL has with this burrow bank, or not burrow
some
bank.
Some fungals on these Void Rays would be gigantic. Okay, you definitely don't want to run your Infestors up underneath them. The range of fungal is longer than the range of the Void Rays. You can safely chain fungal them without having to commit your Infestors. Good use of burrow to avoid being killed, though. So all the Void Rays are dead. Big victory for RADIKAL, but he's completely out of money. Only mining from 1 base. Only has 30 drones to the 79 probes. Jesus.
Yeah, this is a pretty desperate situation now.
Yeah, for sure. Because he's falling...
This is one of those times you'd want to try and, you know, those, like, the Destiny style, like...
all Infestors all the time.
Yeah. And I mean, you got all this gas.
Oh, jeez.
You could mine gas. Oh, is this going to be bad?
The Infestors just got effed up and lost a bunch of them for nothing. I mean, it's like 1/3 the supply of his opponent at this point. and no real income to speak of. I'm not thinking this is going to go well.
Yeah, I don't see it going well either.
Nope, I think we can call this one. What do you think?
It's pretty over. I mean, he doesn't have the drones, he doesn't have the bases, he's been behind bases the entire game.
Yep.
And it's just not where you want to be as Zerg.
Yeah, definitely. So while they're finishing this up, let's make some overall comments on LRADIKAL's decision making in this game. Like, what do you think he needs to work on the most?
His army control is really, really big. I mean, there's a lot of these engagements where he has like the perfect composition, not the perfect composition, but something that could fare well enough versus it, and he just needs to work on that. I mean, if you're going to be using infestors, you should know how to use them really well.
So practice the fungling, basically.
Yeah, practice your exactly. So practice fungling.
On that, I would probably coach patience. The replay's ended, but we'll talk for a little bit about it. Like, I would coach patience on LRADIKAL's part with fungling. Like, it's really tempting just to hit every fungal you have, but you want to hit a group of units and then wait for it to nearly expire, and you'll get a feel for how long it takes for that to happen just by practice, and then fungal it again. You don't want to spam fungals on top of each other.
I like his comment at the end.
Yeah, damn! That was dope! He's right about that. And then my biggest thing to work on would be better management of your lead and your economy. Like, I would be way more aggressive about taking bases if I were LRADIKAL. Just take all the bases you can, man. You got a ton of money lying around pretty much that whole game until the end, and it definitely helps.
Especially early game.
Yeah,
when you have map control, you could do whatever. I mean, like, that Protoss player kind of had like a different kind of map control just because he had a big fuck off army. You know?
Yeah. He could basically force LRADIKAL to stay on in a defensive posture.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, early on, the Zerg player has that, especially if they're getting speed first.
Especially with this Forge Fast Expand that we've got on this goofy map, right?
I mean, yeah, and any ZvP, any Zerg players, if they have problems with Forge Fast Expand, a Protoss player cannot really be aggressive with a Forge Fast Expand until like 7 minutes.
Right.
And that's super early, and that's like light aggression.
Right, that's like a Kiwi cocky Chrono Boost that's
that's like a +1 or like some like weird timing. I mean, that's not common. So really, you have like 8 minutes to do whatever you want.
Right, and I would probably
take bases.
Exactly. The only other thing is, wabachaw was talking about map control, and I see there's burrowed Zerglings all over the place in the top right now.
Yeah.
But I would just say, make a habit of sending a Zergling to every single base on the map every game. There's no reason not to do it.
Yeah.
And
it's 50 minutes.
Yeah, knowledge is
25 technically.
Right. Knowledge is key, especially when you're playing Zerg, to know what your opponent's doing with his tech, his expansions, his unit composition, allows you to make the appropriate reaction. So, yeah, good game. I'm going to go ahead and quit that replay. So, thanks for casting that with me.
Yeah.
Good, clean fun. I'm going to go ahead and turn the cast off right now. So, any last words?
No, thank